Hi guys, today I'm covering the official ACT mathematics test. My goal is not to show you all the tricks and tips. My goal is to do this test as fast as I can. Normally you are given 60 minutes for this section, but I will do it much faster. If you would like to learn all the tricks and tips and get detailed solutions to ace the math section on your ACT, please click the link in the video description below. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and like our video. So let's do this! Alright, first problem. Car averages 27 miles if gas costs 4.04 per gallon. So 27 miles for $4.04. Now the question is, what about 27 miles? Alright, so here, x. So very simple, 27 divided by 27 multiplied by 4.04. I'm not going to do this with the calculator. This is 101 multiplied by 4.04, which is 404. Plus 4.04, which is 408.04 d. Next. When x is equal to 3, y is equal to 5, how much does the value exceed the value? Alright, so first of all, I'm going to do the subtraction. 3x squared minus 2y minus 2x squared plus 3y is equal to x squared plus y. Now it's time to plug it in, so it's 9 plus 5, 14 g. Next. What is the value of x? Alright, so here x equals positive 7. E. Next, what is the greatest common factor? 42, 126, 210. The trick here, start guessing. So does this work? 42, so it's 42 times 1. This is 42 times 3. This is 42 times 5, so J. Sales for business were $3 million more than the second year. Sales for business were $3 million more than the second year than the first year. Alright, so first year is x, second year is x plus 3 million. Sales for the third year would double. The sales for the second year double, so it's 2x plus 6. Now the sales for the third year were 38 mil. So this is 38 mil. So x is equal to 16. Boom, 16. A. Next. In the figure below, array EF, this one, was constructed starting from ED and EG by using compass D and G. We mark equidistance from E. Alright, so that's how these points were selected. Then the compass then was used to locate point F right here on this. Distinct from E, so that F is equidistant from D and G. For all the constructions defined by the above steps, the measures of these two angles, well, clearly they are equal if you know anything about construction F. Abandoned mines frequently filled with water. Before an abandoned mine can be reopened, the water must be pumped out. So we just look at this formula, 210, pumping out, that is 150. Alright, so what I have to do is d squared plus 25 plus 4d minus 250. All I need to do is just plug in 150. Let's do this with the calculator. Alright, so here I got d squared 150 times 150. Plus 600, because minus 250. Oh wait, I forgot. So it's 150 times 150 divided by 25 plus 600 minus 250. Enter. 1250D. Next, let me switch the screen and let's do this, guys. Let's do this fast. Next, the length in inches for a box is 3 inches less than twice its width in inches. The length is 3 times less than twice its width. So length is equal to 2w minus 3. So the answer is J. Next, in quadrilateral PQRS, side PS and parallel. Okay, these guys are parallel. What value of x is 110, right? Because they're supposed to be equal to 180d. Next, how many rational numbers are there between 1 and 6? Infinitely many. A typical high school student consumes 67.5 pounds. The sugar by at least 20. History is consumed by at least 20% of the coming year. At least 20%. So we just have to do this. 67.5 multiplied by 80%. Alright, let's do this again with the calculator. Alright, so I'm just switching screens really fast. So 67.5 multiplied by 0.8. That's equal to 54. The answer is D. Alright, switching screens again. That takes some time. Next. In the standard XY coordinate plane, okay, so which of the following is the fourth vertex? Okay, so there's a trick here actually. So let's analyze these. These goes 2 down and goes 3 to the left. So we have to do the same thing. So 2 down is going to be negative 7. 3 to the left is going to be 3. So 3 comma negative 7. F. Next. The lead of the screw, the distance that the screw advances is turned 1 complete turn if the screw is 2.5 inches and has a lead of 1/8. So all we do is this: 2 1/2 divided by 1/8. So that's equal to 5/2 multiplied by 801/4. That's equal to 20d. Next. If xy is equal to 144, x plus y is equal to 9, what is the value of x minus y? This is a trick. X plus y squared is equal to 900. Now that's equal to, then I'm subtracting 4xy, which is equal to negative 576, if I'm not mistaken. So 900 minus 576, that's equal to 324. Square root of that is 18. Again, I'm trying to do this as fast as I can, guys. Usually the following is the sine of the angle. Sine, opposite over hypotenuse, 12 over 13. C. Next. All right, so Ding's Diner advertised. Okay, how many different daily lunch specials? So 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 4. All I have to do is just multiply them out. So this is 20, this is 6, that's 120i. Next. The volume V of the right circular cone with radius r and height h shown below can be found using the formula. All right, so good. Cone shaped has a volume of 142. So V 142. This thing is equal to 1/3 pi r squared h. We know that the height is 8.5. So 142 is equal to 1/3 pi r squared 8.5. I'll move the 3, so it's 142 multiplied by 3. I'll divide by 8.5. Is equal to pi r squared. I'll move the pi to this side as well, so it's 3.14 multiplied by this. So let me switch the view and let me do the calculator view again. All right, so here it's 142 multiplied by 3 divided by 3.14. I'll do the enter and then I'll divide it again by 8.5. So that's equal to 15.96. That's my r squared. So r is roughly square root of that, so that's 4. All right, switching screens again. Let me go. Next, a boat departs. The oil rig is located 9 miles east and 12 miles north. So 12 miles north and east. Here 9, and we're looking for this distance. So, but we know the special triangle, so it's 15. Again, that's a great trick here. In the figure below, ABC. So these two angles are equivalent, DEF, ABC, and DFE. All right, good. And then BAC is equal to FD. All right, so these are two similar triangles. And F, what is the length of AD? So we know they're similar. So what we can say is, that, what is AB? So AB over 20 is the same thing as 6 over 12, so therefore AB must be equal to 10. But we also know that these two guys are equivalent, so the answer is 2, because it's 2 plus 6 plus 2, that's 10, so the answer is D. Next, usually follows the factor of the polynomial. So quadratic equation, discriminant is equal to 9 plus 40, that's 49. So x12, again guys, I'm just trying to do this as fast as I can, plus minus 7 over 4. So x1 is equal to 10 over, so let's just do 5 over 2, and x2 is equal to minus 1. So here I have 2 times x minus 5/2 times x plus 1. I'll factor the 2 in here, I'll multiply the 2 in here, so 2x minus 5 times x plus 1, so 2x minus 5h. Next, what is x in the second term? All right, so here we got, what's the ratio here? Is 1 over 36 and 1 over 108. If you know your division, that's 1 to 3, so it's 1/3. So 1/4 times 1/3, that's equal to 1 over 12. That is C. Next, what is the slope of the linear? All right, good. So that's easy. So 4y is equal to minus 9x plus 7. So y is equal to negative 9 over 4. That's the slope, G. Next, a DVD player, we're almost done with set 2. DVD player with a list of 100 is marked down by 30, so now it's $70, right? Minus 30%. If John gets an employee discount, wow, lucky guys. So multiply that by 0.8, right? Minus 20%, that's $56. So that is C. Next. All right, so I like these ones. So this is minus 9 squared is 81, right? So what I do right away, minus 1 is what? So that's minus 1 times 81. Minus 1 is I squared times 81. So that is I squared times 81, square root of 81, so that's I times 9, 9i. F. Set 3. What is the degree measure of the acute angle formed by the hands of 12-hour clock? So if it's 12 hours, it's 360 divided by 12. That's just 1 hour, right? So that's 30 degrees. B. What is the probability that a number is selected? Will be divisible by both 2 and 3. So we're looking at the set 2 and 3. So that has to be divisible by 6. Divisible by 6, divisible by 6, divisible by 6. 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 eighths, that is G. Again, guys, doing this as fast as I can. A circle has a circumference of 16 pi. What is the radius of the circle? Circumference, 2 pi r, is equal to 16 pi. Therefore, r is equal to 8. R is equal to 8c. A rectangle with a perimeter of 30 centimeters is twice as long as its a rectangle with a perimeter of 30 centimeters is twice as long as its wide. Oh, okay. So L is equal to 2W. So the perimeter is going to be equal to what? So this is 2 lengths and width and width, but this is equal to 2W. This is equal to 2W. So we got 4W, 2W. So that's 6W is equal to 30. So our W is equal to 5. Our length is equal therefore to 10. The area is 50, 50, G. In the standard XY coordinate plane, what are the coordinates of the midpoint? All right, so midpoint is simple. -3 plus 7 over 2. 0 plus 4 over 2. Guys, I'm not showing all the tricks. I'm just doing this as fast as I possibly can. A, 5A. Points A, B, C, D on the line such that... All right, let's draw the line. So A, B, C, D on the, such that B is in between A and C. So this is A, this is C, this is B. And C is between B and D. All right, so this is D. All right, so the distance between A and B is 6. Good. The distance from B to C is twice the distance, so that's 12. And the distance from C to D is twice, that's 24. Now, what is the distance in units from the midpoint of BC to the midpoint of CD? All right, so this is like 12, and this is like 6, so 6 plus 12, 18. F. Great. 7. Which of the following statements must be true if you know that n is less than a? What you should do is write them. So C is greater than a, right? But don't write it like this. Write it as a is less than C, and then C is less than B. So now it's clear. So n is less than a is less than C, and C is less than B. So we know that a is less than n is less than a, less than C, less than B. Great. So that's what we know for sure. Now let's go through the points. A is less than n. Nope. B. Here, basically, if you subtract that, B is greater than A. So that's correct. Seems like correct, but let me just double check. B is less than N. Nope. Here, that's absolutely wrong. This is absolutely wrong. So the answer is B. Next, the distribution of Jamal's high school grades by percentage of course. What is Jamal's grade point average? If A is worth 4 points, so 70%. So that's 0.7 times 4. B, which is 20%, that's plus 0.2 multiplied by 3, and then 10%, 0.1 multiplied by 2, so we get 2.8 plus 0.6 plus 0.2, that's 0.8, 3.6, right? So H. Next, problem 8. Problem 9. What's the difference between 1.8 and 1.08 repeating? Okay, so kind of hate those questions, but we have to do them, unfortunately. So this is 1.08 repeating. All right, so I'll just stop here. All right, so this is 10 minus 8, that's 2. This is 9 minus 0, that's 9. This is 9 minus 8, that's 1. Pretty much 9, 1, 9. Oh, and this is here, so that's supposed to be 7, and then 0. So 0.7, and then 1, 9, 1, 9 repeating. It seems like C. Boom. All right, which of the following equations represent the linear relationship? Okay, that's actually simple. So let's look at the slope. Slope is 32, so it's either F or G. All these guys are out. And it is G because when t is equal to 0, this is, yes, G. Next, an industrial cleaner. Okay, I love these guys. They, for most, look so difficult. The mixtures. All right, so 2 plus 3 plus 5 is 10, right? So 42 over 10, and we're looking for B, so that's 3. So multiply by 3, so that's 4.2 multiplied by 3, that's 12.6 B. Next, if n, then m is equal to. Alright, so what I would do, I would plug it in. 16 times 2 to the m is equal to 4, 8 minus 8. So that's 1. Now, great, so 2 to the m is equal to 1 over 16, and we know that 2 to the m is equal to 2 to the negative 4, because that's what this is. So m is equal to minus 4. F. Great, guys. We're done with section 3. Set 4. All right. So what is here? I'm assuming the language. Okay. What do we need to know? We need to know that perpendicular And FC is parallel to AD, so FC is parallel to ED. All right, what is the value of FCB? All right, so this is also 90 degrees. So if I just do it like this is 90-degree angle here. This is unknown. Here's 147 degrees. So this is what, 33? And therefore, this angle should be 57B. Nice. Next. Which will follow the equation of the circle. Okay, I'm not even going to solve it. The equation is center, so it's x squared plus y squared. X squared plus, it's either I or j, but what chances size j, guys? But let me just double check by plugging 3 and 4. So 3 squared plus 4 squared, and indeed that's 25j. Next. All right, so you should use this whole thingy. Okay, Taher plans to cut 3 pieces of lumber for the each cut takes 1/8 inches. All right, good. So I'm looking for the 5 for the 4 for the 5 for the 6. So it's 4 plus 5 plus 6 feet. All right, plus I have 3/8 inches because I do 3 cuts. Actually 2 cuts, but whatever. So here I get 9 plus 6. So I get 15 feet plus 3/8. Now that is, so I have to do 15 multiplied by 12. That gives me 180 plus 3/8. In reality, I think it's 2/8, right? Because there are only 2 cuts. But whatever, it's 181. D. Next, same image. Okay, the measure of ABC is x, which of the following, so this is x, which of the following is beta. So here's an interesting one, right? So this one is 90, this is also 90, right? So if you just like do this like that, like this is like 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here, this is beta, this is x. So I know that 360 degrees is equal to beta plus 180, right? 2 times 90 plus x. So if I cancel the 180 from both, I get 180 is equal to beta plus x. I solve for beta, so beta is equal to 180 minus x I. Next. Oh, same one again. Oh, after arranging the flower bed, Tahe decides that the flower bed would look more attractive if one of the angles in the triangle were a right angle. He decides to place the right angle at vertex A. Vertex A right here, so we got, this is 4, this is 5, this is right angle. To the nearest. So this is supposed to be what? Pythagorean theorem. So it's 16 plus 25 square root of 41. All right, so the question is, which one is closest? Well, I know that 6 squared, right, is 36, and this one is too much, so it's D. Got to be D. I don't have to use a calculator. Which of the following expression has an even integer value for all values of A and C? What we have to look for is even multipliers, and that's F, because this is odd, odd, C is odd, odd, both odd, right? So it's only F. F only works. Next, neighborhood recreation program serves a total of 280 children who are either 11 or 12 years old. Great problem. Some of the children, oh, we had set 4, nice, great. I didn't notice. Some of the children's ages 32, 38 years. Okay, good. So let's assume that 11-year-olds is A and 12-year-olds is B. So we know that A plus B is equal to 280. We also know that 11A plus 12B, the total number of years, is equal to 38. Let's multiply the top guy by 11, top equation. So we got 11A, guys, I'm again trying to do this as fast as I can. 280 multiply, so that's 2800 plus 280, so that is what? That is 3080. And this is 3238. 11A, not even using a calculator. Screw the calculator. Minus, I get B equals what? It's equal to 238 minus 80. So that's 158. And we are looking for how many 11-year-old children? Shoot. Okay, so A plus B is equal to 280. B is equal to 158. So A is equal to 280 minus 158. That is equal to 122B. Great. Next. Geometric figure below consists of a square and 4 semicircles. The diameters of the semicircles are the sides. Great. And each diameter is 10. So this is 10. Which of the following is the closest approximate to total area? Okay, so let's do square is equal to 10 squared, which is 100. Now we got 4 semicircles, which is the same thing as 2 circles, right? So we've got 2 pi r squared. Now r is 5, so it's 2 pi times 25, so that's 50 pi. So we need approximation. So I know that pi is 3, so this is roughly what? This is roughly 150. We add them up, that's roughly 250. So boom, h. So far so good, we actually do so well. Which of the following expressions is the closest approximation to the height h of the roof truss as shown below? Alright, so we got... Alright, so let me just look at this specific one. Alright, so this is going to be 15, this is 20 degrees, and we're looking for h. So we know that h over 15 is equal to tangent of 20 degrees, so therefore h is equal to tangent of 20, this is tangent, multiplied by 15. Nice. What is that? Does the sentence exist? A. Nice. Next, quadrilateral ABCD is drawn in the standard. Okay. Let me actually read this. With points E and F on AD, point G is the center of rectangle BCF. So this dude is a rectangle because that's what they say. It's a center. It's a center. Okay, center means it's the cross section of the diagonals. All right, what I would do is this, right? So it's clearly, since it's a rectangle, it is 12, 0. So we got 6, 4, right? And we got 12, 0 here. So how about I do, this is 6. So this is got to be, sorry, this is going to be 12, comma 4. And this is going to be 6, comma 0, if I'm not mistaken, right? All right, good. So now what about the diagonal? Diagonal is going to be in the midpoint. So it's 6 plus 12 over 2, comma 4 plus 0 over 2. So I get 9, comma 2. So 9, comma 2. So I got points. This is 0, 0. And here this point is 9, 2. And I need to do the distance formula. Distance formula is 9 minus 0 squared plus 2 minus 0 squared, that is 81 plus 4. That's equal to root 85. Oh, long problem. H. Nice. Next. What is the x-intercept of this graph? All right, so this is x minus 2 squared. Clearly, the x-intercept is x equals 2. E. Next. For all non-zero real numbers, pt, x over y is equal to 3p over 2t. This is the last one of the set 4. I need to solve for t. All right, good. So how about this? How about I flip it? Y over x equals 2t over 3p. And then I multiply by 3p, so 3py over x equals 2t, and then just divide by 2. So 3py over 2xj. Next. Last set. Miss Hernandez began her math class by saying, I'm thinking 5 numbers such that their mean is equal to their median. Mean is equal to the median. Okay, 4 of these numbers are 14. Okay, so clearly, right, if I put this like 4, 8, 14, 14, right, 16, clearly this is the mean, right? So now what is the fifth number? So 8, let's assume the fifth number is x, so 8 plus 14 plus 14 plus 16 plus x, all this is over 5, and it's equal to the mean of 14, the median, right? All right, so 8 plus, I just gotta do, actually, let me just do this, 30, and this is what, 22, so 52 plus x is equal to 70, right? 5 times 14, so x is equal to 18e. Next. Great. The graph hyperbola, y is equal to h of x, among which is best represent y is equal to minus h of x. Well, it's just pretty much the opposite over the x-axis. Is it f? Wait, let me just double check. It's not g, not, yeah, it's f. Next. All right. In the figure below, angle h is congruent to angle f, e.g. and I collinear, and G is the midpoint of FH. FH. Okay, so this is equal. This is congruent. Okay, good. To prove that HI, so we need to prove that HI right here is congruent to FE. Given the conditions stated above, All right, so clearly, let's look at the steps. So, corresponding parts of the congruent angles are congruent. So part 5 has to be the last part. And conveniently, we can erase B and E, because these are the 5s. All right, now let's go from the beginning. Now, the first point is the first point. So what is the first point? The midpoint of a line. Okay, so we just have to go through the given. So what's the second given? The second given is, well, there's no second given. We know that vertical angles are congruent. So it's number 2 is number 2. So D's, wait, D might be potentially not out yet, because definition of vertical angles, yeah. So Are vertical angles. Yeah. So it has to be D, right? Because the first one is, if you go with vertical angles are congruent, we first of all need to define what the vertical angles are. So it's 1, 4, and then the rest 2, 3, 5. So it's D. It's D. Next. Yeah, tricky one. All right. Each of the variables t, w, x, y, and z represent different positive real numbers. Given the equations, had the greatest value. Okay. So here it's actually simple because relative to t, w is equal to t over 1.23, so it's actually the lowest, and here z, the latest one, z is equal to t over 0.23, so it's z. Next. Which of the following is equivalent? 5 over k plus 3 over k plus 5. Butterfly method whenever possible. So 5k plus 25 plus k squared plus 3k over k times x plus 5. Let's combine these similar terms. So k squared plus 8k plus 25 over k times x plus 5. Which one? Which one? It's E. Next. The matrix B1 and B2 are the cost per pound of bok choy at market 1 or market 2. Okay. And R1 is the pound of rice. All right. So if I multiply, we need to find out Q represent. Good. All right. So if I have 0.5 here, and here I got B1, B2, R1, R2. If I do the multiplication row by column, I only care about this for the Q. So the Q is 0.1 R1 plus 0.5 R2. That's my Q. Now let's go through the options. The cost F, the cost of R1 pounds of rice. Nope. G, the cost of half pound of rice. Nope. The total cost of half pound of bok choy, not relevant. The total cost of not relevant. J, there must be J. Let me read. The total cost of half pound of rice flour of market 1, market 2. Yes. Then next. The two diagrams below show a circle of radius 1 inch with shaded sectors of angle x with two different values of x. One of the following is the graph in the XY shaded, which is the graph. So what is the area? The area of the segment is pi r squared times x over 360. So in reality, this becomes linear. So we're looking for the linear function. None of these, and it's A. Now, h of x is equal to x cubed plus x, g of x is equal to x plus 3, so g of h plus 2. Let's not make a mistake. Let's do h of 2 first. H of 2 first is equal to 2q plus 2, that's equal to 10. And then g of 10, that's equal to 23j. All right, we're almost done. In the figure below, points A and B are the opposite. Okay, so CBA, okay, we're just looking at this guy here. And the measure of CBA, then the measure of BCA. Which of the following expression is approximately between points A and B? So we're looking for this side. All right, so for that side, we can do the theorem of sine. So it's AB over sine of 60 will be equal. We're given 18, but we don't have this angle. But this angle is 180 minus 60 minus 45. So it's 120 minus 45. So that is equal to 75. So over sine 75 degrees. So AB equals 18 sine 60 degrees over sine 75 degrees. Do we have this answer? 18 sine E. Next. Nice. Next. Each side of the smallest square in the figure below is x inches long, and each side of the largest square is Then the area of the largest square is how many square inches greater than the area of the smallest square? Okay, largest square is x plus c squared. Smallest square is minus c squared. That's equal to x squared plus 2x. Oops. C plus c squared minus c squared. Boom, boom. So it's x squared. Wait, minus x squared, right? Minus x squared. So we cancel the x's. So it's 2xc plus c squared. Yeah, it's the last one, j. All right, a cube. Okay, so 1/2. What is the length in inches of a diagonal? All right, so you guys need to know the diagonal of a cube is equal to square root of 3 multiplied by the side A. In this case, the side is 1/2, so it's square root of 3 over 2, square root of 3 over 2, E. Wow, we are the last one. Nice. Which of the following is equivalent to sine theta times cosecant of negative theta? You need to know that for trig, convert everything to cosine and sine. So this is minus 1 over sine of negative theta. So that's equal to sine of theta times 1 over negative sine of theta cancel that. That's equal to -1. F. Thank you very much for watching. Again, my goal was not to show you all the tricks and tips. My goal was to do this test as fast as I could. If you would like to learn all the tricks and tips and get detailed solutions to ace the math section on your ACT, please click the link in the video description below. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and like our video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.